This is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission broadcasting from Ankara in the 25-meter band between 1330 and 1430 UTC on 12035 kHz to Europe. You can listen to us over the Turksat 3A and 4A satellites and on the internet at www.trt.net.tr through the Voice of Turkey link. Our email address is englishdesk@trt.net.tr. Following the news and review of the Turkish press, the Voice of Turkey will present some programs and some music. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is Halil İbrahim Sarıkaya from Voice of Turkey. Today is 17th of December 2022. You are listening to the news. NATO urged parties in Kosovo to contribute to security. NATO urged all actors in Kosovo on Friday to coordinate with its peacekeeping mission in that country to ensure safety. We urge all sides to engage to enable security and freedom of movement in Kosovo. The NATO-led peacekeeping mission in Kosovo will continue fulfilling a UN mandate for all communities in Kosovo. Solutions should be sought through dialogue, the alliance wrote on social media. The statement came after Serbia decided late Thursday to submit a formal request to KFOR to deploy security forces as tensions in the region reached dangerous level. NATO also said it has been reinforcing its presence, including with additional troops and patrols in northern Kosovo, to provide safety for all communities. We are closely monitoring the situation in northern Kosovo. KFOR has the capability and personnel to provide a safe and secure environment, as well as freedom of movement for all communities, it said. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić requested Thursday that up to 1,000 police and military personnel return to Kosovo, in line with the UN Security Council Resolution 1244. EU Foreign Policy Chief has no logical thinking, Russia says over Turkey comments. Russia lashed out on Friday at the EU's Foreign Policy Chief over remarks lacking any logical thinking as they targeted Turkey for its ties with Moscow and urged it to join the bloc sanctions imposed in the wake of the war in Ukraine. In response to a question about Josep Borrell's comments, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova criticized the top diplomat for demeaning his position and spreading lies and stupid things. He is reading notes provided to him. He does not have any logical thinking. This thinking has deeper roots, like colonialism and fascism, said Zakharova. Asserting that Borrell and other Western officials ignore the national interests of Turkey and other countries, Zakharova said Ankara could be a member of NATO if it serves West interests, but it cannot be part of the EU and is banned from the Schengen area. Earlier year, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan also took aim at Borrell over the ugly remark, saying, "I do not take Borrell as my interlocutor. He can only be Mr. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu interlocutor. In other words, Borrell cannot appoint or regulate our relations with Russia. He has neither the quality nor the capacity to make such a decision on these matters." It was a very ugly comment, Erdogan told reporters aboard the presidential plane returning from his Turkmenistan trip. On Thursday, EU states agreed on the ninth round of sanctions against Russia, a few days after Borrell announced that there was no 100% agreement between the foreign ministers of member countries, without detailing the points of disagreement between them. The new set of sanctions, including restrictions on mining investment in Russia, as well as the banning of exports of dual-use goods to the country. Netanyahu seeks to establish full diplomatic relations with Saudi Arabia. Israel Prime Minister designate Benjamin Netanyahu on Thursday said he will seek to establish full diplomatic relations with Saudi Arabia as soon as I get into office. I think we can end the Arab-Israel conflict and achieve peace with Palestinians. We just have to be creative about it, Netanyahu said in an interview with the Saudi-owned Al Arabiya TV. He also described such a move to be a quantum leap for an overall peace between Israel and the Arab world, saying that it will change the region in ways that are unimaginable. There was no immediate comment from Saudi authorities on Netanyahu's remark. Air raid alerts sound all over Ukraine, including capital Kyiv. Local authorities in the cities of Kyiv, Dnipro, Vinnytsia, Zaporizhia, and Kryvyi Rih reported blast and the damages after the attacks. Oleg Sinagubov, head of the Kharkiv city administration, said on Telegram that the city was completely de-electrified after the raids and that objects of critical infrastructures were hit. Governor of Ukraine regions and military officials through public communication channels urged residents to take shelter. No warnings were reported in the Crimea region, which Russia annexed in 2014. Air raid alerts sound in Ukraine almost a daily basis due to missile and drone strikes that have targeted the country's civilian and energy infrastructure and increased dramatically after an explosion on October 8 damaged Russia's key Kerch bridge connecting the country with the Crimean Peninsula. French police identify driver who ran over 14-year-old. The man who ran over a 14-year-old in the southern French city of Montpellier on Wednesday night after the France semi-final win over Morocco has been identified by police, local media reported on Friday. A manhunt for the man is underway. Several youths who were on the scene at the time of the incident and other witnesses reportedly told the police that alleged perpetrator is believed to be residents of the neighborhood. The vehicle, a Citroën C4, was found not far away from the scene shortly after the incident. Near the vehicle there was allegedly an altercation between two men and some of the youths, according to Mid Libre newspaper. According to witness, the vehicle was occupied by two people and drove past the stores at Avenue de Barcelona in the Montpellier several times, taunting the Moroccan fans. The vehicle was then blocked by another vehicle at a traffic light. The group of youths reportedly closed in on the vehicle and some youths allegedly tried to snatch a French flag from the driver. The driver then is said to have turned the vehicle around to high speed despite the youths surrounding him. During the maneuver, he ran over the youths, one of whom, 14-year-old Ayman of Moroccan descent, later died in hospital. And that was the news brought to you by the Voice of Turkey. Goodbye, dear listeners.